Leon here and welcome to NPUK Monthly, where we'll be bringing you up to date on everything that's been happening at Nintendo Players UK. First off, Happy New Year and a month. What may seem like an extended break was actually a ploy devised by a national retailer to kidnap me to utilise in a conspiracy most heinous. Alternatively, I just had to cover a lot of shifts the past month. Due to this delay, I've merged December and January together to conceive the month of Decanuary. So yeah, let's see what our lovely communities have been up to over the past 2 months. December saw 9 communities rallying their troops for some Christmas Nintendo fun, whereas 7 communities reigned in the new year in January. Let's check out the highlights. Nintendo South Wales started the month off with their NSW Championships on the 2nd of December. Capping off the year, they held a competition spanning generations of different consoles and games to determine the best Nintendo gamer in South Wales. Some of the games used include Burnout 2 from the Nintendo GameCube and Wii Sports Club from the Wii U. The victor was none other than Andrew Curtin, who amassed a total of 63 points. Next up, we're going to Nintendo Gloucestershire and their festive gaming and quiz event from the 16th of December. They broke out in some casual gaming sessions with titles like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and WarioWare Move It. In addition to the casual gaming, the community also held a pairs quiz, where members entered, well, as pairs in a quizzical competition thanks to the custom quiz mode and Everybody 1-2 Switch. The father and son duo, David and William, claimed victory and won a pair of very cute Super Mario ornaments by Hallmark. I wonder if they'll ever do Metroid or Zelda ones. While these activities were taking place, there were also 2 raffles. One was a classic raffle we all know and love, while the other was a spin the wheel raffle, where one lucky member could win a Legend of Zelda Game & Watch system. 50% of the money raised was donated to Gloucester Food Bank, helping feed those who are struggling in the local community. Let's check in with Nintendo North Wales, who held their Have a Messy Quiz and Others event, also on the 16th of December. Their event was very free-flowing and even had a support desk of sorts, encouraging members to help each other out with tricky parts of various games. Although this ultimately led to 2.5 hours of people taking turns playing Suika Game, the watermelon game that's taking over the nation. The only scheduled activity was their Christmas quiz, consisting of 30 questions in which the highest score was only 17 and a half. This was achieved by none other than I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt and my butt smells and I like to kiss my own butt. It was Christmas, so I'll excuse the immaturity here. But the event concluded with the handing out of the quiz and raffle prizes, as well as trophies for their year-long league competition. You can find out more about their event as well as take a crack at the quiz on nintendonorthwales.co.uk. Nintendo Liverpool held their festive face-off DLCs and Swords event a week before Christmas on the 17th of December. The main attraction here was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC, the Indigo Disc. Members spent a bunch of time helping each other out exploring the Blueberry Academy, as well as acquiring BBQ BP. Now, this is important. Suffice to what you may be thinking, myself included, BBQ BP has nothing to do with grills and meaty ribs. It's actually a fancy acronym for Blueberry Academy Quest Blueberry Points, a special currency used by the Blueberry Academy. And now you know. Nintendo Liverpool also held 2 tournaments, Chambara from Nintendo Switch Sports and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The 1v1 single sword style competition Chambara led to a showdown between Anton and Nintendo Liverpool admin Peter. Anton proved that admin powers mean nothing in a tournament, claiming victory against Peter. Meanwhile, Rob really put the pedal to the metal and thrashed the competition in Liverpool's Mario Kart 8 tournament. It's January's turn now, and Nintendo North Wales got a new venue for the new year in their January mini-meet on the 13th of January 2024. Suika Game seemed to be a sleeper hit for North Wales, as this was used for the warm-up, allowing time for any latecomers to arrive. At one point, there were 3 simultaneous games of this delightful game about melons. Just a shame the soundtracks were out of sync. Why not hear for yourself? A good portion of the event was taken up by Just Dance, with greats like The Final Countdown and Rasputin taking centre stage. I'm more keen on starships personally, like starships are meant to fly, hands up and touch the sky. I'll stop there before BMG tries to sue me or I cause any more auditory suffering. As before, you can find out more about the event at nintendonorthwales.co.uk. January tends to be a quiet month for many, so Nintendo Liverpool had a very casual mini-meet on the 21st of January. Members could play whatever they fancied, with lots of games kicking around, such as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, F-Zero 99, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and Splatoon 3. The transition from 2023 and 2024 was definitely a busy one, so let's check out some of the recent Nintendo highlights so far this winter. On the 5th of December, Nintendo and Universal had fans go ape with a first look at Super Nintendo World's Donkey Kong expansion at Universal Studios Japan. The new area will launch this spring, offering brand new experiences for park goers, including a Donkey Kong themed roller coaster. The expansion will also be included in the grand opening of Universal's Epic Universe in 2025. Having been to Super Nintendo World in Hollywood, I am super excited to enter the world of Donkey Kong, so much so I'm already saving up for Epic Universe in Florida next year. And with the potential of Universal opening a new park and resort in Bedford, Nintendo fans across the United Kingdom may not even have to travel far to these experiences in the future, even though it may take a while to get here. Sorry. If Bandai Namco and Cool Little Trinkets are your bag, then you might be happy to hear that the company started to open up more of their Gashapon stores across the United Kingdom. One of our admins, Adam, was lucky enough to peel behind the curtain and reveal what to expect should you visit the Ealing store. The store in Brighton and Sheffield also opened their doors, with plans to open larger stores, tours and brand appearances later this year. The 9th Game Awards took place at the Peacock Theatre on the 7th of December, a celebration of games released in 2023. Over the 31 categories, Nintendo were able to secure 3 awards, such as Best Action/Adventure with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Best Sim/Strategy with Pikmin 4. Let's see what Nintendo can achieve in 2024. We also held our own Game of the Year competition, where just under 100 NPUK members voted on their favourite Nintendo game of 2023. With 42 points, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass took 3rd place. Super Mario Wonder is sandwiched in the middle with 2nd place and 57 points, and NPUK's Ultimate Game of the Year with 61 points goes to Tears of the Kingdom. Definitely a legend in the making. Our 13th episode of the NPUK podcast went live on the 15th of January, where Jen had an interesting chat with Jason Page, known for doing the vocals in the theme song to the original Pokemon anime. One particular point, which I honestly loved, was how he doesn't necessarily have a favourite Pokemon, rather experiences. I'm sure Jason can speak for himself, so let's have a look in this clip.
I don't have favorites, I have experiences. When you have favorites, you limit yourself to that one thing, and you don't experience all the other things that can be very valuable. All the other nutrients that all the other Pokemon bring, so I'm open to the experiences of all Pokemon and not limiting myself to just liking one.
Honestly, I think I'm going to use that answer next time anyone asks me what my favourite something is. You can watch the full podcast on our YouTube page. Finally, let's talk reviews. Daniel Oakes and John Edwards gave their second opinion on Tears of the Kingdom. Sheldon and Greenway got their caffeine fix with Detective Pikachu Returns while on an island getaway retreat in WarioWare Move It. Rain Young braved a small town horror with the Dark Pictures anthology Little Hope. Luke Young claims that Sea of Stars could be a modern classic, and Jen Griffiths took Where's Wally to the extreme in Hidden Through Time 2, Myths and Magic. And breathe. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for in this bumper edition of NPUK Monthly. Be sure to check out nintendoplayers.uk to find out about your local communities, as well as social media for all the latest NPUK updates. Thanks for watching. Bye bye! Capping off the year, they held a competition spanning generations of different consoles and games to determine the Nintendo gamer in South Wales. There are lots of Nintendo gamers in South Wales. What am I on? I can't do spacebar. Capping off the year, they held a competition spanning generations of different consoles and games to determine the best Nintendo game. I did write. I forgot to write best. That was what I was supposed to do. Don't know what accent that is. Let's check in with Nintendo North Wales, who held their Have a Messy Quiz and Others event, also on the 16th of December. Their event was very free-flowing. That's what I'd say. On the 5th of December, Nintendo and Universal had fans go ape with a first look at Super Nintendo World's Donkey Kong expansion at Universal Studios Japan. I'm gonna tell you. And with the potential of Universal opening a new park and resort in Bedford, Nintendo fans across the United Kingdom may not even have to travel far to experience these. What?